Give me a second. We're not still streaming in reality. You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm not real. Wow. Hello everybody. This is the potato once again here doing some streaming. You know, the potato. So yeah, I don't know. As always, hell, internet. Do you want to work? You are literally working the whole day. Are you going to die now? Internet. Fucking god. Anyways. Hello everybody. I hope you had a great day. You are going to have a great day. You have right now a great day. Hello dear watchers. Hello, Saxter. Hello. Oh yeah, I don't think I have anyone else to say hello. Hello. Let me do this. Meanwhile, as the title itself suggests, we have a list of things. We are going back to this kind of formatting, so to speak. This over here. I need to copy this over here. And I need to add this. This is incredible. We have an apple, and I forgot to say about it anything. Okay, how is the volume? Is it fine? Is it okay? Is it volume or is it not volume? I don't really know, mate. I don't think we have any kind of volume going on for today. Meanwhile, let me start eating my apple. Let me start not saying anything else. Okay, yes, volume is fine. Stop. Well, oh yeah, we have a new command in chat. Everybody could check it with exclamation mark commands. You will be able to find it. I won't say what command it is, just because I didn't really feel like telling. I only did it so that I don't need to thank the critics about, oh no, yeah, potato isn't doing his work. I don't care. I did it at the very least, so there it is. You will find it if you search for it, so to speak. Aside from that, well, yeah, no, nothing else. Now I will really start eating my dear apple. Meanwhile, ads starting soon. Haha. No, yeah, nothing else to say. Let me close this. Let me move this over here. This and this and this. Yeah, we should be fine. Basically, apple now. What it isn't that I wanted to talk about it, but more like I didn't even really have thought myself about it. It has been kind of a lot of things happening all together, so to speak. Between getting 100 followers, having to set up everything. In a sense, when I look back to the whole journey, so to speak, I noticed that there is this kind of feeling that, so to speak, it was like, or it feels, more correctly to say, it feels like I have been going for months now on one hand, and on the other, I also still feel like I literally started yesterday somehow. And it isn't like I feel I started yesterday because I am still incapable of doing a lot of things, but rather because it is like if the time had compressed itself somehow. I don't really understand how that works, but somehow it feels like that basically. And well, even if it feels like that, I do not mean it in a bad way, so to speak. It is really great to see how chill we can take the things, so to speak. Well, yeah, we aren't really speaking about anything kind of philosophical nowadays, so I, or better to speak right now, so I can use that kind of language without any problem. For real, complete chillness, basically. Um, it is very good to have it. It feels very great. Mm, in a sense, even if I am dedicating kind of a lot of my time to this, it feels incredible. And the fact that, on the other hand, I can start to do more of what I'm. Yeah, this is one of those many things that one has desired to do, but hasn't really found a way to do correctly, so to speak. So, finding that via Vtubing, I can really enjoy the act in this case of pondering on things, of thinking, of going out of my way to learn new concepts. It really feels great because personally, I am pretty sure I wouldn't have done so. If I continued down the road that I was going. Because in reality, I can even remember that the, one of the few things that we really enjoyed doing with my friends was talking about things, but even so, we weren't really prepared for that, so to speak. So we had to fight a lot. The not sense, but rather how to say it. The feel, the idea that we didn't really know what we were saying, so to speak. Kind of a good way to put it. Um, and yeah, I would love to be in Fortnite. Please, Fortnite, give me a skin Fortnite. I want to be next to Banana Man, and I want to go back in time and have my skin perform crouching hug to the banana. You know, that was the best. That was the best Fortnite era for me. I never even played that game, but that was the best part of it. When you were able to go and crouch hug some people, that was beautiful. Nowadays, almost in every kind of sense, we have tone it down, so to speak. Twitter is like that, YouTube is like that. Everything has become a lot more tame. You cannot even use insults nowadays. Even if, and that is something that I have been really thinking about, even if insults are a way to communicate an idea. Not the best, but still a way, a possibility of communicating anything. Even if they are, the fact that you decided to say to other person, no, this is wrong, without giving a real explanation aside from, no, I feel hurt about it. I don't know. I don't think it is really helping anybody. when you try to ban things that way. I personally think, I will say, if you are going to ban anything, you should give as many reasons as possible. You should have a myriad of reasons, so to speak. You need to, or it isn't that you need, it is incredibly good to have, let's put it this way, a 300 page document explaining every single reason as to why certain decisions were the way that they were taken. Wait, I will even say this. Doing that is one of the easiest ways to avoid finding out later on that whatever it is you are doing is wrong. Because think about it this way. If you don't even consider more than 10 different perspectives when you are taking a decision like that, you might find later on that what you did was really hurtful instead of helpful for anybody. So it is better to give and to have more and more and more reasons to not permit this thing than to simply say, nah, you know what, you're not going to be allowed anymore. Mm, well, I mean, it will be kinda obvious. Not probably taking into consideration how we are phrasing the word. I guess even even saying that I don't, I can't, I can't read chat, so to speak, is possible, but it will be kinda noticeable that I lost my capacity, and also I think it might be kind of more hurtful than any other kind of possible way to speak, because mentally I do not think in how is it, in images. I think in words. So if I lost in a sense the capability of reading, I might have also lose the capability of saying anything at all, because not every single phrase that I make is like that, but a lot of them are sentences that I form mentally in my mind, and later on I express, so to speak. So I wouldn't think I would be able to communicate. I think I would kind of die or lose a big part of myself if I were to not be able to read anymore. But the most logical thing would be taking into consideration how you phrased it for someone at some point in time to end the stream, and that in that way it will solve itself, so to speak. So yeah, a very good, a very interesting idea. Mm, aside from that, so far I have been eating my apple, and it really feels weird because it is one of the most pristine apples I have eaten, pulchrus apple in a long time that I have eaten, but it isn't that special the flavor that it has. It is more like a, it is really a 7 out of 10 apple in that sense. The presentation itself was incredible, but the taste, if like the, yeah, it is the most average fucking apple there has been in a long time in my life. Like, this is what appears in somebody's mind when they think about apple flavor, apple flavor or anything. This, nothing else. And well, even so, or more correctly, because of that, it really is a nice date in Apple. There you have it. I think you did your 10 redeems, so thank you for the box. Mm, very, very incredible. Bopping time. Bopping, bopping. Mm. Anyways, I have been really thinking, and it really is something that I should question a little bit more to have such a list of things to talk about, because I notice a big problem. I am talking about them like I already know about them. I am not having so much things to think about. I guess I should try to make another list specifically for that, in that sense, because as I said before, I have like how much? Almost 30 or so ideas to speak about in a way that I kind of know how to drive myself around, but I don't have ideas to explore myself, and that is something weird. Mostly because I don't think it is that I don't think it is. I find it kind of stupid to say, oh yeah, I don't have anything to speak about. It is, yeah, I think rather I have a lot of things to talk about, no, to think about that I am not really aware I need to think about them, in a sense. But in that same manner, how is it that we we are going to know what I have to talk about and what I have not to talk about? What is it that I can really in a free manner speak about? And more importantly, how do I find by myself ideas? Because if someone like me who has had a lot of education in that, in not in the sense of knowing how to shape and how to form ideas, that I don't think I have any kind of education, but in the sense of knowing about so much concepts and knowing about so many different topics in as almost everybody who went to school does basically. Mm, how is it that the mind by itself has not such a capacity to come up with things to think about? Is it rather something that we might have had in the past, but we lost with the pass of time, with the years? Is, was it that we were more curious when we were kids than what we are now? And we explored a lot more of the ideas that we had when we were kids than we are now, than what we do now. And in that sense, I almost also feel a palpitation about it being something related to the man-child idea, so to speak, the puer-de-term idea, that maybe one of the best sides of being a forever kid is to always explore new things in that sense without, I wouldn't say fear, because I don't think it is a fear, the reason as to why we do not think about things, but rather because it is more entertaining doing that sometimes, if you really know how to do it, so to speak, than to keep yourself busy with life itself. Keep yourself with the unavoidable events of life rather than to do things by yourself and entertain yourself. Be you who really decides what you are going to get entertained with, instead of simply letting the mind, so to speak, go to already shaped things that are already designed for your pure entertainment. And yeah, I would say it in that way. I don't think I have. What the actual fuck? What? My light flickered. What the fuck is going on? Anyways, that is basically the point here. Mm. Um, yeah, I am pretty close to finishing my apple, so let me do that. After that, we will see how much it takes today for us to finish the whole list of things. It is only 4 topics, so I don't think we will spend that much time here in reality. Hello, Runspoon. Well, yeah, as I said, I am pretty close to finishing this apple. I don't know. Somebody, one of the first times that I ate my apple, said, "Oh yeah, this is ASMR," so that's why I ended up putting this ASMR tag over here. But in reality, personally, I do not find it to be any kind of ASMR. Mostly because I also am not focused on giving an ASMR experience. I literally am eating my apple, nothing else. But well, let me go throw the apple heart right now and I'll be back. Here and here. Transition. Well, give me a second. Piri 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 piri. We're back. What I was going on about? Let me get everything else because just because I decided to change Windows, I lost the chat, I lost OBS. Well, not OBS, not specifically, but I lost the chat, I lost the list of things. There is it. Now we have everything that we need. Let me timestamp the ability moment. 28, 45. Apple eating. Well, there it is. I would be very glad if somebody already decided to change their own name just to make a joke. I mean, that would mean somebody is really dedicated to the potato cause, so to speak. And personally, at least from those who I have watched, it is hard to find anybody do stuff like that, you know? So it would mean that I made it in a sense, and I will therefore be really glad. So yeah, love to Potato Kun for 20. Blaze it, brother. Yeah. let me think a little bit of what I need it. So let me do that, and after that we are starting the list. Water, beautiful substance. What I was talking about? Oh yeah. Well, no. In reality, I wasn't talking about anything. Water was water. It was a rather time for me to go to the list itself. What? Who? What? You really did it. Bueno, what? It was similar. It wasn't directly that, but it was similar. You know, it got pretty close. But how do I say that? What? How the fuck do I say that? Maybe. Uh, stop. 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 The bitrate is too crunchy. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I say? I don't know. You are going crazy. I didn't say anything. I haven't been talking. But anyways, we had a follow. I guess thank you. Maybe WB Norbit Hololive fan for 20. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, dear friend of mine. No. Oh, hello, Shen. Hello, Shen. Hello. Um, well, mm, now really time for me to go to the list. We have well, wait. I need to engage a little bit more with my community. How is it, Shen? Are you fine? How is everything going? Everything good? uh, yeah, engagement, yeah. I don't know. I in a sense I don't do it because when it happens to me I don't really feel like it is good. Somehow I feel that the streamer ends up being kind of forced to do that rather than really needing to interact, so to speak. It it is more of the desire of not having to think about what they need to say in a sense, or not wishing for the people to leave, I will say. Yeah, it is kind of born from the insecurity of, oh yeah, you know what I am going to say aside from interactions with other people might not really be interesting in any sense, so I might as well not do so. I might as well only guide my content around those, yeah, around my community and those who engage in a conversation with me as a streamer. And I do not mean it in a bad way in this case. it is rather something that I simply notice, nothing else. But even if it is like that, I mean, everybody decides what kind of content they want to do and what kind of content they don't want to do. So as long as you are fine with that, no, nothing to worry about. Oh, hello, hello, welcome, hello. It has been a long time. Um, so yeah, welcome to the chat. Uh, well, basically, I literally just right now went in a little bit of a rant about streamers who interact with their chat as the main source of content, but I don't know. I don't think it is bad or anything like that. I mean it like yeah, it was more something like I just noticed than something bad by itself. I think it couldn't be bad. I mean, it is the way that you decide to make your own content, and as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, why would I even try to say anything bad about it? If it was bad, yeah, it will be something worth of criticizing in that sense. But I fucking lost my toothpick. I am crazy. Where is it? What the fuck did I do with my toothpick? I wanted to tooth my teeth right now and I can't because I lost my toothpick. Fucking hell. Well, I don't have a thing to play. I don't have an object to place in my other free hand now, so fuck. Um, no headpad redeems. We already have a keys redeem, and I don't want to set up another. I know that this headpads redeem are meant for me, so we won't have that. I don't need the headpads. You can you can write in the chat asterisk headpad asterisk, and it will do literally the same. You can even go. Uh, yeah. You can basically start farming for a kiss. That is more personalized. I would even say that is better for you to claim than to literally give me a headpad. Because think about it this way: you are giving a headpad, but will I really notice your headpad? Don't you fear that whatever you give me, in that sense, might get lost? Don't you fear that? In with the keys redeem, you have so much more freeness. You don't have to worry about me not noticing. With the headpad, it is for me. I don't even need really to say thank you. So, it might not be the best. Anyways, we have already diverted so much from the topics at hand that I don't know. Any other question? Uh, Somebody else? I am all ears. I am ready to hear. And well, uh, why? Because that is. Oh wait. I am not in the middle, right? Oh yeah, I am not in the middle. This is fine then. No, it was like that because it makes more sense with the actual content. And if you can't understand that, you need to cultivate more. You need to keep going. Oh. Instead, we ended up, in a sense, it is kind of a long answer, but basically, when we ended up drifting from being to, yeah, from doing just chatting to doing this kind of content where we mostly ponder out subjects, I feel that it was more fitting. And also, just in case I don't want to have anything made by other people, so just in case, the other side of the coin was create. Get fuck. Why are there so many ads? Oh, what the fuck? A minute of ad? What? I didn't set this shit up. And I even have the possibility of only snoozing the ads for 3 times. what the fuck? This is shit. This is shit. This is fucking shit. Anyways, at least more money. More money because people. No, sorry, I won't say anything. In reality, I won't complain. I know that there are some people here right now hearing that might think, oh yeah, you know what? I I, I won't let this motherfucker insult me, so I won't say anything. Thanks, everybody. I love you all, but at the same time, enjoy so much. Um, 3, 2, 1, end stream. No. Now we are back. It says that there are no more ads. The real response to your question, Mungum, is I guess you lost every single thing. So basically, yeah. We are cultivating here. We are in the waterfall cultivating. Right now, potato feels like an immortal skin tree. I think I am getting close to immortal skin too. But anyways, we have still a long way to reach divine divine treasure and the sea of mind that we might really need. So we are cultivating, but not so far, not so fast. We need to sacrifice some years here to advance to the next year. Yeah, shitpost, yeah. I don't know. Let me. Anyway, let me. Do we need a timestamp? Yeah, we need. For the minute. Anyways, oh no, we will do this. I will move to the list of things. We will do 2 topics at the very least, and we can do some just chatting if anybody's feeling like that. Some simpler just chatting, but after I am done here. After. So now, pay some attention because I am going to speak. Anyways, the first thing that I had to think about, or what in this case I kind of place it in, so to speak, in the middle. It wasn't really a thing to think about, but rather something to speak and try to remember, because it is the potato oopsies in a sense. I have had already a lot of tinier errors throughout the potato career, so to speak. Even if it has been really short, it doesn't remove from me the reality that I have lost a lot of time, um, or well, not lost, rather finding or committing errors, so to speak. The most, I will say for now, the most important error, in reality, the one I fear the most is the one without really entering into details, the one that I had on the Denver chat. We won't talk about what happened there, but that error was really probably will be my my fall. I will get taken to the cross by that probably, but we don't know. Anyways, I know. Not only that. No, wait. That is a lie, because that was one error. The other one I really thought might have been not the best is to talk about things from a nihilist perspective here. I don't really think Twitch could allow such a negative message, because at the end of the day, mm, between nihilism and complete negativism, there is almost no difference. I would even say nihilism is an advanced way of simpler negativism. So that was one thing that really scared me. I in one hand, I know that we need to. No, yeah, but I mean, we needed to. I was giving you an answer, so good luck fucking yourself up. I was giving you an answer. Get wrecked, son. Now you don't have an answer. So, well, moving on. I was going to say then, aside from that non-existent answer, no, 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 no. The answer isn't that, but aside from that tiny fact, I am looking for my fucking toothpick. Still, I don't know what the fuck did I do it. I really am kind of triggered. I don't know who did I lost that, and I hope I don't find it in my bed or something like that. Anyways, yeah, I was moving from that. Don't worry. Aside from that, another or some other oopsies that I had been, well, yeah, literally noticed while I was getting ready to stream today that I was posting on Reddit. Yeah, we follow that, and somehow when I was posting on Reddit, I did like I think 10 different posts only with an image, literally nothing else, and I said potato streaming, and it was incredible. Uh, no, 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 the complete opposite, because I am pretty sure someone who really understands how Reddit works would not have made that error. In my case, I really completely fucked up. I made like 10 different posts about potato going live right now, and I didn't give any more explanation besides the fact that I said, yeah, I am streaming, um, and that I I even said it on the Discord. I thought that somehow Reddit wasn't working. I might be. There is a clip of Alex Jones saying what I will not say because I fear the repercussions of saying it myself. But I might be error, a little bit because I really didn't even notice until today, almost a month after I was using um, saying the Reddit is a new message to make the mods bump your post. Okay? What? What? I don't know. What? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. But I guess, yeah, saying the Reddit is a new message to make the mods bump your post. Probably. Um, it makes no sense. Can you explain what you try to say? What do you mean? Like saying the subreddit? Uh, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't understand what you try to mean with that. What the fuck? To bump your post? What? Reddit doesn't work like that, my friend. You kind of what your idea means there. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Um, aside from that, I noted. Well, yeah, I guess it is better to speak about it now. Um, oh yeah, but I mean, in reality, it isn't that my post didn't go through. They were completely accepted by the mods of the virtual YouTubers subreddit. A community, I think it has like 500,000 people right now, and they were accepted anyways, even if they were a lot of shitposts. And as I said, 10 days in a row, they were accepted. So I cannot argument that they weren't really going through. It was more like it was an error from my side to never check what I was doing, because I'm pretty sure if I had paid any attention at all, I will have noticed that I was literally posting an image and saying, I do tupo potato streaming and nothing else. But, anyways, aside from that error, um, yeah, I went about the nihilism one, the T word, fucking censorship T word, and the wait, what the fuck do you can say that word? I hate internet. Anyways, yeah, the nihilism idea. Well, in reality, I don't think I have had that much more errors. At the end of the day, there is nothing else that I worry about or that I know I kind of need, so to speak. Mm, no, yeah, nothing else. In reality, I don't have anything else that I kind of feel bad about doing or not doing. Uh, well, no, I won't even kind of guilt trip myself in the sense of saying, oh, you know what, I would have liked to do more collabs by this point. In reality, I really feel really okay with not doing so much collabs. At the end of the day, if we are trying to go for a kind of cultivation route, it is good to not have that many cultivation interruptions, so to speak. At the end of the day, we are working something here. So if we were to get distracted, so to speak, we wouldn't really get anything out of it. Mm. Yeah, the only thing I really think is a big oopsie is not really managing my time correctly so far, because I have already at this point, I know at the very least lost like 5 possibilities of streaming, meaning that we could be so much more forward than where we are now, just because I decided to not sleep correctly, to keep watching videos, to keep chatting, to keep doing other stuff. When in reality, it isn't that I do not enjoy streaming. It is more like I find it more interesting somehow to to distract myself from the responsibility in a sense that is streaming. Because yeah, I will say it like this. It is a mentality not easy to get in the actual streaming mentality that I am right now. So until I get to this point, I struggle a lot with that. And it isn't on stream that I struggle, it is rather outside of stream that I get out of pace, so to speak. So yeah, basically those are the oopsies so far. But at the same time, saying that everything, as we have talked on the 100 follower celebration, seeing that everything is going so fine also gives me a kind of minimal motivation to keep going forward. Uh, Also gave me a lot of reassurance that I don't really need to worry that much about things. Um, yeah, well, we skipped that tiny bit, so I won't really talk about it today. But being nihilist is also kind of important for realizing how important it is to keep going. Anyways, next topic. Now, timestamp. And after that, next topic. Uh, Let me drop the mic. Let me change the mic from the hand because my right arm already got kind of tired, so we are doing that. I will go for 2 hours. I will do that. I won't let myself be insulted by fucking random people. I have more endurance inside me than what anybody could really expect. And also, wait. I already said it before, but there is a hidden command. I do not want to say it directly because I already struggle to make that exist. So if anybody finds any interest in checking that bright exclamation mark command and search for it yourself, good luck. Well, in reality, there was also a minimal, a minimal kind of this on the Discord. So aside from that, really, in now next topic, it is. Oh yeah, this is really an interesting idea, and it was how information is already given, because I have been noticing a lot on these past weeks how subjective we are when we try to say anything, and how hard it is for us to really convey ideas in a manner that can be correctly understood by anybody, not in the way, or not trying to say that whatever we say is hard to understand, but rather that whatever we try to say is kind of hard to not notice there is a certain ideology behind it. So learning how to do that, I will guess, is kind of hard, and learning how important it is to develop that skill, I will think is also kind of in a sense important, because I found that idea mostly now that I am, as we have told before, developing the potato cultivation ways, um, having to read a lot of real philosophy, or not real, older philosophy. When some people likes to talk about other philosophers, or when more modern philosophers refer to those who came before them, it is very hard to not find completely subjective point of views. And in this case, I don't think it is bad. But if you do not explain to your audience that it is a subjective point of view, at least personally, I find it hard to really understand anything that you're trying to say in a sense of substantial information, because anybody can develop out of nowhere a point of view on anything. At the end of the day, that is one of the biggest skills that everybody has. In that sense, literally anybody can create an opinion based on 2 or 3 facts about any topic at all. But giving information and having an opinion are 2 different things. And in that sense, I mean it like it will be more helpful to know, or to not have a collection, rather to accept sometimes that we are flawed, so to speak. Because if you don't really say, yeah, I might not be giving you ideas that you might understand, I might be only talking about the stuff the way that I want to discharge myself from it, nothing else. If we do not say that, at the end of the day, at least it will be harder for those who try to understand us, I think. Um, yeah, I will say. And I know there should be another side to that, like, yeah, I will guess the other side of the coin is like it is kind of impossible to give any kind of completely objective reality that has substantial information behind it, because at the end of the day, one of the most common things for the brain is to categorize things between good or bad, interesting or not interesting, um, substantial or not substantial. So if you do not tread the words that you are saying in a manner sufficiently enough interesting for those who will hear you, accepting that they need to be subjective, you might end up giving a list of facts that nobody can really take anything out of it of real substantial help, so to speak. Because, yeah, I will say, even in a manner, even scientific research is subjective, because you need to accept the idea that what they are telling you works will really work. You don't really know if what a company says is going to works or not. You only accept that, and you can try to convince yourself that they gave you already enough details so that you do not need to think about it being really something that is going to work or not. But if you never question what you are really being given, at the end of the day, as we have already had at this point in history, you will find that there is a lot of people out there who willingly gives you bad things, so to speak, willingly engages in that kind of bad behavior where, oh yeah, you will trust me, I will fuck you over then. Yeah, I guess that is a good way to say it. I guess. Because if we do not accept that whatever we're trying to do will be subjective. Okay. Even if whatever we're trying to do needs to be subjective, I will say it needs to be subjective enough to the point that it still carries a message and not only carries opinions. That is how I finish that sentence. Good luck, everybody, deciphering what the fuck did I say just now. No, I am good. Okay. Next, well, now we only have the things to talk about. Oh yeah. The only thing I know is that even if they are really short sentences, every single one of these things that came out of the list, so to speak, are deeply entwined ideas that need some real development. So mostly I will say, yeah, the most interesting part is if you hear anything that might catch your attention, you might need to do a little bit more of research, because a lot of times the things that I am talking about are in reality only minimal. What the fuck is happening, Mike? Can you stop? Are we fine? Can I continue? Okay. As I was trying to say, a lot of times the things that I talk about are real resumes about 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours of learned content instead of really presenting something easily digestible by minds. And I do not say it in the way that, oh no, you cannot extract anything at all. In reality, I think everybody who is really paying attention might as well have the possibility of extracting anything from here, but it is more like giving you some encouragement to keep searching for more, not to be satisfied with whatever the potato is saying by itself. Now, next part, the weight of our language. A really interesting topic. Let me drink some water because it has been already like 10 minutes. Water. Well, in this case, we have to talk about the idea that a lot of times we do not phrase correctly, or we do not completely understand how much our languages shape how we see things. In this case, I am kind of shortening, I think, like 3 or 4 different theories, because it is not only how we perceive the world, how we communicate with others, and how sometimes we even think about things, how the different languages that we utilize impact on us, have a certain impact on us, so to speak, but rather also how much we can really develop our different language knowledges, even if we do not completely understand, so to speak, why. It is always better, at the very least, yeah, let's go this way. It is always better to learn more words, even if you, oh my god, sorry, even if you don't really understand why you are doing that, than to spend your time being confined on the already known language that you have. In a sense, there are a lot of ways to say things, and this, in this case, tries to connect with the idea that when you learn how to think, you learn how to think faster in a way, and when you learn how to really utilize words, and in this case, how different words or more complex words mean literal phrases inside every kind of language, as we have talked before. If you learn those phrases, those shortening words for different phrases, you might start developing the capacity inside yourself of having more ideas in less words, so to speak. And in this case, as we have talked before, you really end up gaining time, so to speak. The objective of, or one of the final objectives from the potato, is to spend as less time as possible trying to think about anything, and simply thinking about it rather than trying to find correct ways to think about those ideas. So you can see it from that perspective. If you learn to use words, even more complex words than what you already did the day before, so to speak, at, in a in the period of 1 year, you might learn how rapidly your mind can end up going. Um, yeah, I will say, for example, in my case, I am pretty sure the potato nowadays has more mental capacities than what it had 4 months ago, 5, 6 months ago, something like that. And simply because I have been training my mind to form more complex paragraphs and more advanced, yeah, conjunction of words, simply to convey more with simpler, yeah, leaving behind those simpler words for the sake of being able to think more. Why? Because it is important to value your time, and in this case, as we have been saying here, I do not mean it only on English, and also I do not mean it only on Spanish. At least for now, I think there is almost no language that allows anybody to really reach, so to speak, maximal speed. I will say probably Chinese. Mandarin Chinese is one of the few languages who really might have that possibility of conveying as many ideas as possible with their different words and their different meanings. Mm, or well, yeah, kanji, Chinese, I would even say Korean, but at the same time, in reality, a lot of times those languages are not that deep, so to speak, or they are as equally deep as German or Spanish might seem to someone who only speaks English. I don't think they are really that deep. it is rather because yeah. In this case, is another one of those. Um, the grass is always greener on on the other sides. I don't think. Yeah, I would even say it like this: if those languages were so advanced, the difference between Eastern and Western philosophy would be so blatantly huge that the world itself would be completely dominated by Eastern culture. Why? Because, and in this case, connecting with what we talked before, more complex ideas and more shieldedly developed ideas have a lot more meaning than simply, yeah, you know what, the water is wet. Okay, brother, but why the water is wet? How much can you prove that the water is wet? How do you know on what different situations might make the water not be wet? That basically. So having more possibilities don't really seem to be existing there in those languages, at least from an outsider perspective, I would say. And well, yeah. Mm, let me drink. There is there is supposedly an argument here that we cannot feel wet, supposedly, but well, I don't remember exactly how it went, but it is like saying that you cannot feel you cannot exactly understand how wet is something, but you can feel that something is wet or not. I don't think it makes no sense. Yeah. It, basically, as any other object, the simple change in texture indicates you that you are touching, in this case, something wet. Um, no, yeah. I do not mean it in the case of we cannot sense wet. It is kind of illogical. We might not completely, yeah, I will say it, we might not have such fine senses that we might, without having other different senses interfering in that, um, intersect that we are to intersect, no. Uh, give me a second. My fucking god, I lost. I had the word in my mind. Sorry, we cannot really understand that. Oh no, yeah, don't worry. However you want it, however you feel more, more at ease. At the end of the day, I don't really. I understand that you're speaking to me, so as long as you enjoy it, do it as as much as you can, the way that you want. Um, so yeah, that we don't have such fine senses that without extruding from other senses that we're touching something wet, but at the very least we can know that we're touching or not something wet. So yeah, that. But it is impossible to say that we're not directly capable of recognizing wet and not wet. But yeah, basically that. Thank you, Bunkum. Interesting idea. Let me wait. It has been already like 20 minutes. Let me fucking search in the ground at the very least for my toothpick. What the fuck did I do with it? Where did I place it? And the bigger problem that I have now is I do not want to find it in the ground or something like that, because I already kind of struggle with that on the other sides of my house, so I do not want to find it here on my fucking room. Um, I don't fucking know. What did I do my toothpick? What? Anyways, moving on. I guess it got absorbed by the void or something like that. Yeah, basically that. I don't know. I don't really know. Um, I don't know. I am angry. I wanted to have my toothpick with me, but at the same time, I don't have that concept of pacifier at hand. Basically, I don't need to have that pacifier at hand. In reality, I only have it because I want to feel so immersed in what I am saying. In a sense, it is more like I tend to distract myself with it at sometimes, and I let my mind go free when I have it in my hand. But also paying attention to whatever the fuck I am saying is good. Um, okay, there it is. Sorry for not saying this. Hello, Copadot. If you are still here, thank you for coming. Now, next thing. Uh, oh yeah. Well, yeah, and this one is very interesting because, in a sense, um, I, I I just noticed something interesting that somehow I I yeah, don't worry. I thank you for coming. Anyways, so as I was saying, I noticed something kind of weird, and it is the fact that somehow I the things that I talk about are a lot of times very interconnected. And in a sense, we have talked about it before, but it is weird. It is weird to see such connections existing so much all the time between everything. Anyways, this case, next topic, the void and its consequences. In this case, I have been thinking about it, and the best way to say it would be, yeah, I I think the most important part before anything else is, at the very least, to explain the void, because not everybody already has in their mind a kind of already existing explanation about the void. Not everybody who really hears about it knows how important it is to wait. Wait a second. I had to do some homework. I had to fill a paper with every single topic that I already talked about over October, and I haven't done so. I am completely fucked. Anyways, oh my god. Hello, hello, not Geyser. Hello, um, hello. Very, very, very welcome. Oh my god. Anyways, fucking shit. Yeah, I will end stream and I will start doing that later on. Uh, Today will be a long day, but I neglected my responsibilities, so I still need to do that. Anyways, going back to the list, the void. What the fuck is the void? In this case, we are referring to the void as the concept of those, so to speak, uh, not so terrifying way to refer to the depressing side of reality, so to speak. Um, I think other kind of terms that it has is, for example, the abyss, the shadows, the darkness, and similar things. And very interesting it is to perceive how much we tend to only call it in kind of negative ways, because at the end of the day, it is the whole collection of negative parts about society, about things that we perceive in general. So that is the void. Um, why are we talking about the void out of nowhere? Because it really doesn't come out of nowhere. Um, on the celebration that we had yesterday, we already did, in a sense, a little bit of an exploration on the void, so to speak. It is, and we are going back to it now, not to delve into the void itself, but rather to understand why it is important to visit it, so to speak. When you have the void, is yeah, when you have the void, you almost have always the possibility of exploring completely dark and destroying ideas. In in this case, void can also be, in a sense, used for almost every cognito hazard, we could say. Every one of those completely mind shattering ideas. Why? Because if you aren't really ready for what you are going to find there, it really becomes a void by itself. I mean, yeah, minor simple warning as before, just in case. If you're depressed, you might as well want to skip this. If you don't know, if you do not know that you are depressed, and you out of nowhere become depressed, and you learn how much depression might impact in your life, in that case, for example, you're facing the void. And if you do not find the tools that depression has to combat it and to, at the very least, diminish the impact that it has over your whole life, you might end up reaching the lowest point in the void, that is death, basically. And if you do not understand how to deal with those problems and how to completely work your way through such hardships, you might never be able to leave the void. But that is the dark side of the void. The other good part, so to speak, in this case, is the idea that not only when you are kind of forced to the void, but also when you out of nowhere find yourself in the void, if you are able to come out of it, you will always come out greater than you entered it, so to speak. Yeah, and in a sense, it is almost a part of the void itself to accept that if you do not visit regularly the darker part of you, the depressive ideas that are inside of humanity, and also accept those things that might never be changed no matter how hard you try, and understand what you should really be worrying about and what you should stop using your conscious time about, you might not really not I don't mean it in the sense that you might not have a possibility, but it is only that in a sense you're kind of limiting yourself. As we have said before, it is completely possible for someone to never visit the void actively and to only find oneself in the void. But at the same time, if you never visit the void and out of nowhere you find yourself being in such a dark place, for example, if you never understood how to be in your mind, how to safely keep yourself company, the dark side of it and the depression that comes with it when you don't know how to realize such kind of actions might completely destroy you. But that is a price that some people is capable of paying, and some people end up being completely destroyed by it. But it depends from a case to case base. But even if it is like that, it doesn't mean that you should avoid going to dark places, so to speak. It doesn't mean that, yeah, let's say it in this case, there is always a reasonable amount of void. I do not say it like in a figurative way. You should go out naked, out to the wild and fight fucking bears. You will not win against a bear, even if you are the best physical, yeah, even if you have the most incredible human capacities someone never had, you will still not win against a bear. In that same sense, even if you feel like you're a fucking god and no idea can destroy you, there are still completely destroying notions that we nobody is really ready to deal with. So it isn't, in a sense, oh yeah, you should free fall to the weight. No, 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 no. Take your time. Everybody needs to slowly but surely wake the way around. So yeah, that I don't think I have anything else to say in that sense. Mm, it was already hard to put it into the correct words in a short span of time. So, as always, if there is no question, I will move on to the next topic. Oh, lovely. What the fuck? I almost died out of water drinking. My god. Wait, let me check my fucking. Let me check my fucking myself. I now that I am moving into other topics, let me once again try to fucking find the toothpick. What the fuck do I do? Did I do it, man? How did I lost such a thing? Such a visual object. Anyways, I don't care. Fuck it. I guess. Let me write it down. Well, oh, sorry. I guess that. So, in reality, yeah, I wouldn't try to. We still have almost half an hour to go. So, the most important part was already done. Now, all I can really say is we will have some simpler just chatting. One of the many things that I have to say is there is I have kind of already teased my way around it, but at this point, so to speak, being so deep into the stream, I value the possibility of giving it now rather than having doing so early. Kind of, I I kind of already know that those who wanted to stay did so, and those who wanted to leave also did so. So, just in case, there it is. There we have it. It really happened. It exists. I place it into a reality. This is incredible. So yeah, there we have that incredible depiction of a necessity, so to speak. Mm, Mostly, I yeah. I, what I am going to say, I do not mean it in the way of yeah, please give me more subs. No, I say it in the sense of it is something that happened and we cannot really change. And it is, I believed we were going to get the possibility of buying a new microphone this month, but somehow Twitch kind of decided to be a dick, basically, and said, "Oh yeah, you know what? If you don't have $50, you will never get your money out." And $50, at least for me, is a fucking lot. So thank you, Twitch, for being so depressing in that sense and showing me how poor I am. But I don't know, I won't have 50 fucking dollars in just a month. Even less if I am not actively trying to have people giving me their sub or anything like that. I give, as always, thanks from the deepest part of myself, yes, but I won't force anybody to fucking sound. It is meaningless to do that. Personally, I think so. Yeah, but um, it might as well be better to open that possibility. Yeah, mostly because also, as we have talked before, it is better to have a non-zero possibility than to completely negate anything. It is better to think about some things as literal zero possibilities, yes, but in this case, we might need to see it from a different perspective. Wait, I am kind of getting hit already by the fucking darkness. I guess I don't really have anything else to say. So we did at least an hour and a half, and yes, my arms are fucking tired. Yes, it is real. But no, nothing else. No, I was trying to find anything else, so no. I also need to sleep properly, so yeah, tomorrow we will do it on stream. Tomorrow we will do the list of. Yeah, I could try to show you, but what the fuck is going to see my house? Let me boom cambiar on the Discord. Check the Discord. Let me take a picture. Well, it isn't a heavy mic. It is one of those mics that are in the cable of the what is it? Of the earphones themselves. Let me take it on here. Here. Camera, yes. Well, it is easier to take a picture only of that. So let me do this. The flash, yes. Okay. 1 second. Let me mute. I have to move things around. Okay, thank God I muted. I saw the mic spike like the whole time. I left the mic rest LMO. Anyways, there is the peak. I need to hold that. If you see the picture, you will see that the part with, I don't know, the little protuberance is where the mic is. And I need to hold that close to my mouth because it might not seem that far, but if we already had a test, not test, in reality, complete streams like that before, where if I let the mic be so far from my mouth, you already see how low the volume gets. So, sorry, I need to hold it close to my mouth for it to really work and not have to be shouting over my house. That is also a big reason as to why I hold the mic, because I do not want to fucking shout. Yeah, that. Now, how much people we are today? Can we rate somebody? I haven't checked that, so please tell me that we can check somebody. We can check now. We can rate. Let me check. We are 3 viewers. This is incredible. Now, let me raise somebody, please. I only want to raise somebody. I do not want your money. No, yes, I want it, but I do not request your money every single day. I only request from you to stay One more minute. Let me raise somebody. Please, let me do it. Let me search for somebody. I literally have a list of so many people here that we need to raid. And now I found the target of today. I think we never raided him. I think I am not so sure. So here. There it is. We have the possibility of raiding Dante. We are raiding Dante. Thanks everybody. No, bronk. So yeah, basically that. As always, thanks both watchers, thanks those who came, who stayed, those who didn't have the possibility of staying, thanks lurkers, thanks every single person. Raid.